silent song. Is this where we all belong? Bow your head, they whisper low. But how far down does freedom go? Why submissive women are happier? Is it the lie or the laughter? Hold your tongue and hold your breath. Is it life or just a softer day?
Why do men feel guilty? We conducted an experiment, and this experiment revealed that 55% of men who watch us, yes, that is me, myself, I, Master, and everybody on this podcast, well, have got the guilty traditional, meaning they feel guilty about wanting traditional relationships. If you want more information, well, stay tuned because we're gonna go there. Now, what other topics do we have for today? Okay, I have a good one here. Is your next OnlyFans star going to be an AI coder? Yeah. Will the next person, like the next adult stars and all of these people, will they kind of move to be just operators of technology? And not even real girls maybe, or use their likeness, like in Blade Runner, well, to create content, but it's not really going to be them. It's just going to be like a version of them, an AI version of them in that sense. Then, well, we're going to talk about the quiz, but more in details, like who answered the quiz, what they answered to the quiz, and why the quiz revealed that most men feel guilty about wanting more traditional relationships. Master, I see you want to talk.
Yeah, I can't wait for people to see the result. I really can't wait to see the result.
Awesome, this is going to be great. And, well, we have more. We always have more. Gossip Girl. Oh, yeah, we have the Gossip Girl segment now.
It's time to gossip, girl. Let's gossip with the girl with the choker.
Yeah, this is so gonna happen.
Girl, she's the queen and we're the jokers.
So in the Gossip Girl, well, I want to go over a few things because the Gossip Girl is like behind the scenes of what's been happening throughout the week or throughout like our life together, Master and I. And well, some people actually on apps like a Bumble, Field, and other apps, well, they think I'm not real because our photos are too good, I think.
What do you mean?
What? This has happened a few times. Like people ask for selfies, they ask for like their names on a board, and they're like, "Oh no, you're not the real Piper Blush, or you're not real. You're like a model. You stole somebody else's pictures." This has happened a few times, and some of them, when we finally meet them in real life, where they're like, "Well, I didn't think you were real." So we're gonna go over this, plus over a few other things, like the fact that podcast interviews are coming up. Yeah, I got another like request for podcast interview, which is gonna be great.
And it's a detective.
It's a detective? Well, he's a private investigator.
Oh,
so a PI. A PI.
Why do you think he asked you for an interview?
Well, most of his podcast is like on things that are random and controversial. So I guess I fit the random controversial spectrum of things.
He's gonna send the feminism police after you or something.
Yeah, maybe, but he's more like on the outskirts of the world. With like conspiracy and things like that. So we'll see what his questions are going to be. It's going to be quite interesting.
We're going to bring back Mysterious Mind.
Oh, that'd be cool.
For those who know.
Yeah. And then, well, the submissive secret. We're going to go over like more of relationships. So what makes submissive women happy in different types of relationship, not just Master and I's, but the few ones that I'm getting feedback from, especially now that the book is out and everything like that. So that being said, what are you listening right now? I'm Marianne P. Delacroix, also infamously known all over the internet as Piper Blush. And I wrote the book, Why Submissive Women Are Happier. While I was writing it, I realized, well, I'm the answer to this question. Because I've been living as a submissive woman for 11 years now with Master, the man behind the microphone.
Yeah, that's me. Whoa, that's me.
And you are listening to the Happy Submissive podcast. You can actually tune in wherever you listen to your podcast.
I have problems with my cue. I need to wait until you're over.
Boom.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released.
We broadcast live on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Pacific time or Vancouver time, depending on where you are on planet Earth. And you can actually join us in the live chat on YouTube of the channel at Piper Blush. Yes, this is my persona, alter ego. She's right there. And we have a whole bunch of people there that actually are, well, tuning in. If you have questions throughout the podcast, which is now a video podcast, a video cast, it's really like in trend. Everybody's doing videos and podcasts now.
Even CBC and everybody's doing.
Everybody's doing. Nobody does just audio only. It's video and audio. So you can actually look at it, with your own eyes. And participate. If you want to participate, just be there. If you want to participate when the podcast is not on air or being broadcasted live on YouTube, make sure you go to happysubmissive.com. There you can look at all the show archives and you can interact with our awesome community on there. Yes, of people who also like the podcast. It's always good to have the people that you know the people. So, the adult industry forecast in 2025. Well, more like 2026, right? Because it's the end of 2025 as we're speaking. Master, that's kind of like your idea that we talk about this.
Exactly.
It was interesting because, we have talked about AIs a lot already on this podcast, and every time we do so, this video just gets, or podcast, gets a whole bunch of downloads and a whole bunch of views.
Because everybody's using AI as a trend. It's a trend. Everybody's curious about AI. It's really a thing right now. And I think nobody knows where it's going.
That's right. So there's the fear of the AI. So let me bring you back from before I was born. Maybe, probably. Master, you were probably born.
Yeah, I was born.
Yeah, in those days.
Super old.
Not super. You're okay old.
You
get discount at Denny's now.
Yeah.
So you're that old.
You just really revealed my age right now.
Well, you're over that age. But we don't know how old. You could be like that age.
Yeah, exactly that.
We are unsure. Okay, so what's going to be the next big shift in the adult industry? And we talk about this often because of Piper Blush and of the fact that Master and I, we do make money with adult content all over the internet. That was like the first thing we did together.
And even the regular YouTubers are kind of scared of, what's going on. But I think, the girl's going to be happy because they don't need to wear makeups every day like you do. You just, summon your AI persona and you're okay with that.
And then it's done. What is done is done. Well, also the other really interesting thing about content is that, the content creator, it affects every type of content creation. So not only sex, not only people who do content like Marcus Brownlee. It's really everybody who wants to start a YouTube channel now at TikTok and Instagram, doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to have AI competition and you're going to have faceless competition, all of those faceless channels. Mm-hmm.
All those quick get rich quick schemes like make money, faceless channel.
Yeah, you don't
can
need
make
to
millions.
show nothing.
Yeah, right.
Well, so the thing is still with the adult industry and content creation, the thing is that, you still need age verification and some of these things. Well, that might change very soon due to the fact that if you're just prompting an AI to get you a person, a sex scene or something like that is pornographic, let's say, or erotic, it's not really someone, right? So how can you verify? How can you know that these things, they exist? How do you legiferize that word? Lawfully make that happen, right?
This is the thing. I haven't thought about that until now.
Yeah.
Age verification.
Yeah. How do you age verify a ChatGPT picture? How old are you, ChatGPT? I'm 18.
He's gonna lie.
Of course he's gonna lie.
Yeah, he's lying all the time. So he's gonna lie about his age. No. I'm 18. No, you're 34.
Stop this. Okay, but let's go down to where I was saying before I was born. So the way the industry worked back in the day. So it has always shifted, but let's go to the actual format, okay? So let's go to digital, more in that way. So the way pornographic stuff started was in the magazine. So that's like not really digital, right? We could say that that's kind of paper. So that's old.
And all the magazine was on the upper shelf.
Oh, so kids could grab them?
No, but it was really a thing. You know, you look at the magazine all the time and you go like, Jesus, I'm just 4 foot. I wish I could be 7. No, you're 4 foot because you're 12. Get the hell out.
So you can't reach them. Oh, that's so cute. Well, so it was magazines. And then, of course, there was the big avenue of the VHS camcorder. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
No comment.
No comment. So it became like a physical product. So people started like doing home videos, and then, well, the VHS were very cost effective. They cost a lot less than the Betamax, right? Or all these other types.
It was cheap.
It was cheap.
It was really cheap.
So easier to produce content and then to actually duplicate the content, because yeah, back in the day you had to copy it. Make physical copies from one copy. So you had to like pass it through the whole entire time of the video, right? It's a copy.
So you never went to a friend with your own VHS like machine and went there to duplicate your father's porn. You never did that. Eh?
I didn't.
I did.
I used to record, but not that.
Yeah.
So you went there
in an afternoon with your machine.
Yeah.
Hook it up to a friend's machine and making copy.
Yeah. And then you can go over tapes, right? So you can kind of recycle tapes, like VHS tapes. So let's say you have Cinderella on one tape, but you want something else on top. You just
like erased it.
Bye, Cinderella.
and then your little sister like, wants to watch it, and she's crying and she's having nightmares for the rest of her life, and she doesn't talk to you anymore.
So that was the beginning. The beginning was the VHS, and then it became even bigger when Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's VHS got stolen from them, and it was being sold as a VHS, but the bigger thing here was that it got taken and it got uploaded to the internet.
Ooh.
And that
they make a shit ton of money.
Exactly. Well, not like that's the thing. That's when it started to become weird, right? To become the fact that, okay, stolen content, it was them in the video, but they did not get any money from that, which is something that happened to us too. In that way, is that once it's out there in the internet, well, it's kind of free for everybody to do whatever they want. The copies are faster, easier, and so you kind of lose the copyright thing. Not that you lose it, that you shouldn't, but quite frankly, with pornographic videos, it's just the way it is. Unless you're like a huge company and you control everything, then maybe you're able to send like cease and desist to most of the companies or people stealing your videos. But if not, it's just what's gonna happen. It's like that. Plus, we're talking back in the day, like, I mean, in year 2000s with like pirate torrent and all these things, that totally happened. Okay, so then you get like this chaos, this, oh my God, now everybody can upload everything on the internet. And that means, well, adult videos. After which, well, you have like cam girls that start coming out. So this is like the evolution of the adult industry. So there's like the cam girls. That's still not, you're not able to do it in your own place or your own home because the internet is bad, right?
Remember Mark Prince?
Yes.
Well, he started a studio in Montreal with all the girls and all that because he kind of invented the streaming software because it was hard back in the days.
Yeah. So there's even a guy who says, don't tape over your wedding video.
Who did that?
Who did it? I'm sure some people did it. I'm sure it happened.
I hope it used to be your own sex tape. Your own made sex.
Yeah, your own made
your
amateur.
Own wife.
That would be better.
Not somebody else's.
That would have been worse. And then, we moved to platforms like, better camming, where internet got better, the equipment got better, so people could do that from home. And then with also like video cameras, no more VHS, people could also do amateur from home and upload it from their computers. And then came, OnlyFans, and now everybody knows what's happening right here, right now, right? But there's the AI that are coming up. And I wanted to take this time to say, like, our personal experience, like Master's personal experience with what has been happening with AI. Because right now, there's a lot of things that we started to do ourselves. for our websites, for the way we structure content, from like SEO to metadata to all these things. That if you really want to be successful as a business, whether it's in the adult industry or whether, it's selling chocolates, doesn't matter, you're still going to use AI. So these girls who are probably going to make the most money like this coming year, 2026, if they're selling their OnlyFans content or whatever, they're probably using AI. So you now need to be like an AI prompt engineer to make money in whatever that is. And that means that the oldest job in the world will also need that. Leave your comments, questions, and answers, whatever you want. Spotify allows you to leave comments, and we are on Spotify. But if you want to leave your comments whenever, wherever, we're on YouTube at Piper Blush. Also go to the happysubmissive.com website. There is the circle, which acts as a feed, and you can just drop whatever you want on there. All right.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we are?
The quiz. Oh yeah, so we did a quiz. Master and I did a quiz. It was quite impromptu. You've been thinking of doing a quiz for Why Submissive Women Are Happier, the book, since like before I was done writing the book.
Yes.
That's totally.
Quiz. I love quiz. Guys love quiz too. Quiz knows.
Well, quiz knows. Subs. 6 inch, yeah? So, well, the thing is, we made 2 quizzes. I think that's how you would like pronounce it. Quizzes, quiz. And those are available. I'll give you the link right down here. If you are joining live. If not, please go on the podcast description. It is right there in the podcast description, or the pod description, like they say. Yeah.
And wait after the show. Come on.
Yes,
Don't
to do
go
the
now,
quiz.
Because it's discouraging when you see the view goes down.
We pulled out this quiz like 2 days ago, and it was crazy. The amount of quizzes, answers we got. We thought like, okay, we're just going to put the quiz there. Of course, I put like a social media post everywhere. Instagram, TikTok. No, not TikTok. Yeah, TikTok's the only one I didn't do. Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube. In the post section on YouTube's like a community tab there. And so it went everywhere, and we got like 50 people that answered the quiz in like not even 6 hours. When I asked my Claude, that's my personal AI. Well, when I asked Claude like, okay, how many quizzes per hour did we do? Right now he said like 5.6.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
That's a lot.
5.6.
5.6
cool.
People answered the quiz per the amount of hour that it was on, and it's still people are answering the quiz. Don't go right now though. But okay, so what is the quiz? Yeah, what is the quiz, and why did we do a quiz? Because there is the Happy Submissive podcast, which goes with the Happy Submissive movement. Why is that? Long story short, when I wrote the book, Why Submissive Women Are Happier, we wanted a platform where we could share more about the book, but also more about Master and I's life and everything that we've just wanted to share. So the quiz is designed to see, or to evaluate people's thinking about submission and relationship. That's what it's made for. Now, fair warning, it wasn't made by like Albert Einstein and a whole bunch of people in a classroom that have PhDs. It was made by Master and I and a lot of Claude. So we tried to take like most of the book, but also most of the comment feedback from people and from the podcast and what people are saying, what men, women, how they see the word submission, right? Because it has this really bad word to it. It's
the
bad
word
juju.
submission, again, we didn't choose the ones. We didn't choose something easy.
No, we don't like easy. We like hard. Yeah. So we wanted to test the waters with an anonymous quiz that will allow people to just go there, do their thing, and then, that would give us a bit of a feel of, public opinion, right? Of what people are thinking in that way. Now, of course, it's a bit biased because it's only the people that have seen this, so that are already following me as Piper Blush or as M. Delacroix. But, yes, Master, what do you think about this? No, you're so cool?
Nothing.
Okay. So what is this quiz? And what did it give us as result? I know you are excited. Yeah, I'm excited too. This is super cool. Okay, so the quiz. There's one quiz in particular. That's the one that got the most answers and the most people click on that one. Okay, so the quiz showed that 55% of people that answered it got the guilty traditional. So when you do a quiz, sometimes you get things like, oh, I'm a romantic bohème, or oh, I'm a hardcore worker. Whatever you want. Quizzes gives you answers, right? Super easy. It's like, oh, I'm Hufflepuff or I'm Gryffindor. Same. Okay. So we had these categories for if you answered to these questions, that means you're more like this. And 55% of people, mostly men, I have to say, mostly men, maybe 2 girls answered the quiz, got guilty traditional. But what does it mean? Okay, so there are mostly men who want submissive women. Again, not necessarily BDSM people. We're talking submissive. It's called the guilty traditional. So they want more traditional gender roles, okay? So men who want a submissive woman and know they want it. Meaning that it's not like they're looking to be convinced, or it's not like, oh, they're like, yeah, I would like that, but I don't know about it. No. They know they want that. It's just that they don't feel great wanting that right now. What do I mean by this?
Because it's a guilt. But it's more than 50%.
55%.
That feel guilty about this.
Yeah.
And this is really surprising.
Well, so the conflict, that's what came out, is that, so maybe most of these men have been told that this desire to want a woman which would be more traditional gender roles, more a submissive woman, at ease in her femininity, a woman who's nurturing, a woman who supports a man and their decision and things like that. Again, that doesn't mean a girl that just stays home and cooks, or they have this expression, pregnant and barefoot. I didn't Google it. I don't want to know what it means.
I don't want to know either.
But I feel it might mean what I think it means. So just so you know, it's out there. The thing is, it doesn't mean that this woman cannot be empowered and be the best woman you've ever had in your whole entire life. And she still has, she's me, right? I'm a submissive woman, but I run this podcast. So same but different. So they've been told that this desire to want a submissive woman either emanates from something like toxic masculinity, or means that they're controlling men, or that they're misogynistic, or that they're bad for women in that way, which has been pushed a lot in the recent years by the feminism movement and all these things, and which has left a lot of men being like, no, let's just go with equality, because I don't want to fight, right? Or I don't want to be misperceived. I don't want people to think that I'm this bad person, which I'm not. I'm just a guy. Yeah. I'm just a boy. Da-na-na. So the real story. So these guys from the actual quiz, they were not looking to be convinced or to be told oh no, this is the way, right? They were already, the quiz made it so they just were able to input what they wanted in a person. So there was no they're not asking for permission or validation. They're just saying, and I love this thing, please tell me I'm not a monster for wanting this. Yeah.
That is scary. Again, they're guilty. They want it. More than 50% of men that answer want it. They feel guilty, but
for wanting it, but it's still a feeling they have, right? They feel like this is a need, and it's kind of natural in that way. You feel that way. That's why you have me.
Yeah. And to be honest, I still feel that way. I mean, it's okay. We're in a relationship. It's fine. But if I would be single, I think I would feel with the 50% of that guy.
Yeah, you would be in that. Well, I mean, 55% is a lot. It's a lot of people that feel that way.
Majority.
And for those of you who are like, well, what were the other answers? Because 55%, I mean, there's other guys that got other results. And again, for the girls, just go join happysubmissive.com, girls. Go. I'm waiting for you. But after the podcast. Okay. So, key takeaways. What does this tell us about modern men? So, they know what they want. Most modern men, 55% of our audience actually want traditional gender roles, and they want submissive women, and they want to be the man that leads. That doesn't mean oppressive. That means leads. That means they want for the women to be able to lean on them, for them to be like taking the decisions, and going further in life in that way. They want this type of support. Yes.
And you've met someone. Okay, let's keep it that for. Okay, never mind.
Okay, perfect. They're tired of being told it's wrong. That like wanting to be a man is wrong nowadays, right? Just being masculine in a healthy, normal way is extreme. It's like it's unhealthy, it's toxic, and all these things. And so I think, most of these people, and that's what I wrote for myself earlier. Thank you, Piper in the future past. They're hungry for a woman's perspective that validates their preference. And this is rare because when I talk to most women, like on Bumble or just most women, a lot of them are like, oh yeah, I'm submissive. I totally agree. But then when they go on dates with guys, they're like, nope, I'm not submissive. But between women, they're okay with saying they are. But with men, it's like they have to protect something. And so they're not anymore, which is very confusing for people out there.
When you met that girl,
yes,
that we're not going to name on the podcast, just in case you're a new friend, and you decided to book a restaurant.
Yes.
She was so happy. Tell that story.
Yes, so she was so happy because I took the lead. So meaning that even in girls, there is sort of a hierarchy and things like that, but girls don't lead much. So if you're with a few girlfriends, you're like, oh, we don't know what to do. It's like, unless one of them is like a bit more, I'm going to say, manly in the way that she leads, there's going to be a bit less decision. So what I did, I booked the restaurant. I sent her the confirmation, and I was like, we're meeting there at this time. And so when we finally met, she said, oh, I was so relieved, and I was so happy that somebody else took charge this time, because usually with my girlfriends, I do that, but I don't necessarily like to do it all the time. It's good to have someone who like plans the date for you, right? In that way. So that's what I did. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So it doesn't make me a man. I am still a woman, but it's just to understand that it's still something women crave and need and like to be done to them. It's also, I think it shows appreciation. Well, for me, like if I'm with another woman and I know that I want to see her and do things with her, well then I'm just gonna take that lead because it's like, oh, I want this, so I'm gonna organize it. I'm gonna make sure this happens. Because if not, well, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, I've traveled alone a lot in my life because just all my girlfriends couldn't or wouldn't, or it was too complicated.
And that doesn't mean that you're a dominant woman.
No.
But you understand what woman needs.
Exactly.
So you did what she needed. Congratulations.
Wow, that's good, Master. That's good. Okay, so let's go over, the other segment. So what did people get? So we're talking about the quiz that Master and I put out. And this quiz, 55% of the people got the guilty traditional. Yeah, so men feeling guilty for wanting submissive women and wanting to lead in the relationship, being leading man. So we're not talking about BDSM here. We're talking more about submission as a female nature thing. 29% of people got the Piper fan.
Yeah. Why did you answer the quiz? Because I'm a Piper fan.
Because I'm a Piper fan, which is logical. We had to put him in there. So these people did not feel really guilty about submission because I guess they've been with me and us for like 11 years now. So they know I'm a submissive. They know I have the collar around my neck. If you're just listening to this, like, listen. and so for them it was not like so much of a big reveal or so frightening. Submission is not frightening because they see me being a happy submissive and have seen me all over these years. So that's okay. But they are curious about what happened behind the scene all these years and what really the master-sub relationship that you and I, Master, have really, like, what is it? And I think like they didn't have much of that information from our YouTube videos and what we did. Now we're really starting to show each other, like even in photos on Instagram, things like that. You take pictures of me as per usual, but sometimes we see your hand or we see something. It's like, oh, Master brought me on this date, or Master brought me this, or we're doing this together in the office today for the podcast. So there is a bit more inclusion of Master and more of our life together. So that's 29% were Piper fans, 55% were guilty traditional, and then the curious skeptics. 13%, which is a great number for skeptics and curious, because it's like, 13 is always a bad number for people who believe in that. So intellectually curious, they are. Open to new perspectives, but are still, they're skeptical. They're like, oh no, submission might mean something else, or there might be something hidden under this rock. And well, for those of you who still believe that, just go read my book, Why Submissive Women Are Happier. I think like the book explains it very, very well, more than anything else I could tell you. Plus, sometimes you just need to read it for yourself and not be told it, right? You just need to hear or read somebody's perspective at your own pace so you get time to digest it and see other people's realities. Doesn't mean it's yours, but it's out there because I exist. And you too, Master. We're also French-Canadian. Not a lot of us here. Now, 2%. 2%, we got the feminist ally. Who are those?
2%.
2%.
Who are those?
Who are those? 2%, the smallest, but critical. So critical people. The feminist ally was like, I'm not going to buy your book.
It's okay if it's only 2% of the people in the United States don't buy your book and the rest buy it.
It's fine. We're going to be okay. It's going to be a bestseller. And then, well, for those of you who are really good in mathematics, we're missing 1%. We don't know where that one went. I think it's like, so the 1% that has missed, I think like probably, the numbers were, 29 might have been 29.056, whatever. So there's 1% that has been kind of ditched in oblivion. Whatever, doesn't matter.
Vote recount.
Vote recount, exactly. Well, you can actually listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast, and that also means you're smart speakers. The thing is, just ask for the Happy Submissive podcast. We are on Amazon, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, and everywhere else. Now, make sure that you subscribe or follow the podcast. That way you know when there's a new episode coming out. Right now, our new episodes are once a week on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we all belong? Bow your head, they whisper low. But how far down does freedom go? Why submissive women?
Happy. Is it? Is it working?
No, attends, wait.
Let's try.
Introduce.
Oh, Gossip Girl!
It's time to gossip, girl. Let's gossip with the girl with the choker. Spill the tea, let the world unfurl. She's the queen and we're the jokers.
Oh yeah, all the drama you would want, or everything else, that you would love in a podcast. Yes, well, it's gonna be here in the Gossip Girl segment. And Master, you made this whole intro thing.
Yes, I made.
You will see the video.
For those on YouTube, you can see. For the rest on the podcast, they just listen to it. But I made a video, and I need to work on my sound again.
Well, yeah, but it's fine. It's fine for now, because we are totally like pushing this. Okay, so I told everybody to leave their questions. Drop your questions. If it works like within the time frame, we will answer all of them. Yeah, at the end. So just stay right there. It's like a little bonus. We're trying to keep people listening, which is awesome. Okay, so Gossip Girl. Now let's talk about the behind the scenes, yes, of everything that happened this week. So, okay, first thing, coolest thing is that, well, I was on Scott McKay's podcast. It's going to air later in December. And then Scott McKay was on our podcast, the Happy Submissive podcast. We still need to truncate, trim, do magic with the content. And now that we changed our schedule, we will have like a segment on the Scott McKay, person on the podcast. But okay, like it hasn't even aired yet. And already we got another demand. It's like not demand, like a guest podcast thing going on with a guy called Ed Opperman. the Ed Opperman report. And so it's interesting because this logo is like Superman, but it's also like Infoman if you're from Quebec.
Oh, yeah, it's like
yeah,
that.
so it's
I
like
haven't seen it.
it's like a O, and it's like the Superman logo. So he says he's a loving dad, a private investigator, and also, well, like a show host. So runs his podcast, but like radio. He did like legit radio, which I found fascinating because radio is fascinating. But Master, you're the one who really initiated me to radio.
Yeah. It was fun because I did radio when I was living back in Reunion Island, and I really love radio. I have this love affair with radio.
And it's still going on since we're doing a podcast right now. Well, so that was great. It is scheduled for very soon this week, meaning that you will get more of that, and we'll see. If you know the guy, we'll say hi. If you don't, go check him out and come back and tell us like what you think and how it's gonna be. Since he asked to interview me, it's very different than when I interview people. So I can't wait to see where this is gonna go. But I love to be interviewed. Quite frankly, this kind of it's a cool gig to be interviewed. Being the interviewer, I feel like I'm not as used to it as I would hope, but I will get there. Just need more practice, lots of practice. Okay, so that's one of the things that happened on Gossip Girl. But there is other things, like the fact that people are making Sora videos.
Oh yeah, those.
Of my
that's
likeness.
That's gonna be nice. I'm ready.
Okay, so there is this app called Sora, which is from ChatGPT, well, OpenAI. And you can take somebody's likeness. They call it Cameo. Same, but different. So you put in your voice. It's very little. You say like 3 numbers and you turn your face. And then it takes you and puts you in any situation. So you just prompt the app, the Sora app, and it's like a TikTok a little bit. So I've been in videos with Logan Paul and people put me in weird situations and stuff like that, which is very interesting. But my Sora account is under Piper Blush because Piper is the one that entertains. So everything that is related to the Sora is under Piper Blush. You can go check it out right now. There's like a whole bunch of videos there. And people have been just taking me and making me do crazy things. So there was this video where I do like a skateboard trick, and some people are like, this is AI. And I was like, yeah, I put it in the description. I don't do skateboard. but even because Sora is, yes, AI generated content, some people still kind of believe it if they look fast. And others, well, I just wish it was true and I was that good at actual skateboard, but I'm not. So some of the Piper fans have actually made cool videos that are more representative of what we're doing and what I've done in the past. So Master, like, we have a few of those videos.
Right now I got the Genie one.
Okay, so Genie is for the Happy Submissive podcast.
Again, sorry about the sound because for some reason it's a bit distorted from the Sora thing, but bear with me. We're gonna listen to that one. It's the Genie one.
It's the Genie one.
Are you ready?
Yep. All right.
Hello, Master. Your wish is my command.
So short, so cute. I mean, there's almost nothing there. But so if you're there in the audio format, now it's a guy that walks on the beach. He gets like this genie bottle, not the one in Aladdin. It's more long. It looks more like a tequila bottle. Then he rubs it, sort of. He kind of takes it. And then there's some purple like mist or something. And then, wah, who appears? Me. Me, Piper, with a bigger, thicker collar. Yeah, that looks more like a leather collar. Maybe like my first play collar that Master you had already. Yeah. And then, well, I say this thing, like, you heard my voice is similar to mine. Some tones and frequencies are the same. Other ones are completely different, which is really funny. And so that was kind of in commemoration of the fact that I did an episode about, well, Genie, which is...
I dream of Genie.
And she's like the happiest submissive of them all. And I feel like I'm a happy submissive just like Genie. I'm not like any other type of submissive. I'm Genie from my dream of Genie. I'm that happy submissive woman. So that was really cute. And then we have more.
Okay, we got the one with...
oh, that's with Monet. So Monet? The painter, this one's going to be French, people.
Okay.
Mademoiselle, vous êtes une muse fantastique. Ses yeux, ce sourire et ce collier, magnifique détail. Je pourrais vous peindre toute la journée si vous me laissez. Un peu plus de lumière sur ces lèvres rouges, oui?
So that was Monet saying that, oh, I'm a wonderful muse, and that he loves my face, my color, and that he wants more light on my red lips. So this is great because the whole thing was that, well, when we started Piper Blush, I mean, I was always like art model and muse, but the relationship that Master and I have, like behind the scene, is a muse-artist relationship. Master's behind the scene and I'm in front of the camera or in front of whatever. and so I'm the muse, but I'm also the creation, right? The sculpture and all of that. And Master's the artist in that way. So Roger Mars took that and made it real with Monet, but also with Dali.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Ah, my muse, you sit like statue carved by the gods. Every line of you inspires me. This color, magnifico. It is a sun that orbits your throat. I could stare all day.
So sweet. The video cuts out a little bit. Maybe there wasn't enough GPU.
Not enough GPU. I think it just make like 10 seconds, not even 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Was that 10 seconds?
Not even. They have a buffer for some of them, I think. Well, this is quite interesting because these are people that know us, know Piper Blush, know me, and now they're kind of trying to recreate what we've said over the years that we were in their own form. And that's what Sora does, and that's why it's so amazing. And there's another weird one about the Happy Submissive podcast.
I don't know which one is this.
So I don't know this guy. It's like a little lemon, and he speaks like one of the like Rugrats or one of the just
People,
listen.
leave a comment if you know that guy.
Who's that lemon?
Back to Happy Submissive, the podcast.
I'm Piper Blush, and today I'm joined by my favorite citrus size co-host. That's me, Lemon the Lemon Mouse, reporting for Cozy Conversation Duty. Hi, everyone. We're talking about life in 2025 and how different it feels already.
Oh, yeah?
I need to stop buffing the mic.
We don't know.
But it's so
We
funny.
don't know that
Who's
one.
that lemon? Like, who's the lemon? So it's like a lemon in a tuxedo, and he speaks like he has ears, a bit like if it was a mouse. I have no idea who that is. So that being said, it's quite interesting. There was other things that were made of me. A lot of shrinking laser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and shrinking, like, I think it's a fetishes.
I think it is a fetish, the shrinking laser thing. And I think it's a big TikTok trend. So that has been like on Sora as well. There's a lot of that. One person prompted me pregnant, which is
What?
Another,
Someone did that?
Yeah, that happened.
Okay.
Someone prompted me as like a UFC fighter, super fat. Like I'm really fat.
Okay, people need to check your
You
phone.
definitely need to check out the Sora Piper Blush. This is quite interesting. And since we're talking about fetishes a little bit and things like that, we have John Guerra, not Guerrera, not like the guy at the baseball match. Implied contracts and agreements everywhere. Do you have an implied contract between you, Piper? Well, the thing is, we are now legally married. Yeah, it's been 5 years.
5 years.
So that's, I guess, it's a non-implied contract. It's a real contract.
I think it was 7.
Is 7 what?
It was 7 that we were married. It's 5?
It's 5. It's
Or
5.
6?
We've been married 5 since 2021 January.
And in January, it's going to be 6.
Well, we're going to start our like 6th year.
So
Yeah,
confusing.
it's complicated. But the thing is, we've been together for 11 years and there was never any contracts, no signing of contracts. We did a podcast on that, BDSM contracts and other contracts. Go check it out. It's in the podcast archives, or if you go look at Happy Submissive podcast, everywhere you get your podcast, you'll find it there. It's called like the BDSM contract versus marriage contract and things like that. And we go over that very, very well in detail. Okay. And then, well, the other one that's really interesting that happens not just this week to me, but that sometimes happens, it kind of pops in and out of this bubble, is the fact that like I would be sort of a fraud, a fraud account.
A fraud? What kind of fraud?
Well, okay. So we have like apps, right? Everybody has apps. I don't have Tinder because I don't date in that way. But we have Field that we use to meet people, mostly couples. I have Bumble, which I'm using, to do business and to try to meet the girlfriends that actually do something similar than what I do, either content creation, podcasts, authors, but there's something similar, right? So that we can kind of be friends, but also work together in that way. It just makes everything so much more easier when you have friends that also do what you do for a living. It's when you're an entrepreneur. And, well, over the years, I thought that it would be cool to talk about this. Some people have actually blocked us for thinking that it was fake, that the pictures were like stolen.
It always amuses me because I know I take good pictures. It's
Yeah,
my job. I'm
you
a
do.
photographer. But you show your pictures, fake account.
Yeah.
Is it like why? But I don't understand.
But I'm real. I understand that not many public figures that are really famous go on these sites to find friends and collaborate and things like that. Maybe that's why. But how else am I going to find friends? I mean, this is the thing, right? I'm just a normal person. Well,
Yeah.
sort of.
But imagine if you're seeing like Taylor Swift on Bumble, you're gonna say like, "Oh no, that's not real."
Well,
But
maybe it is.
But I think you got the same kind of images of those kind of.
Then Taylor Swift. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. And so the thing is, well, sometimes we've actually met couples, like real people, and they said, totally thought your pictures were fake.
Yeah.
And then they see me in real life and they're like, well,
Oh, you look like that.
You look like your
that
pictures
in
for real.
life. Yes.
yes, not Facetune. And so that has happened. Then one time there was actually like a guy, I hope he was with his real girlfriend. We don't know. You never know. It's just you're texting, right? And he was saying, oh, I think I know you. You're Piper Blush. But I was using like my real name, Marianne Delacroix. And so Master was like, look, this guy thinks like you're Piper Blush. He knows you. So we're like, oh, that's cool. Let's go grab a drink, like a coffee together, the four of us together. And then his girlfriend was like, no, she's probably not real. So I took like my Kindle, my Scribble, and I wrote like his name on the thing. And I still had my wet hair, like I was out of the shower, and sent him the picture. And he was like, well, okay, I can meet, but my girlfriend, no.
He didn't want the girlfriend. The girlfriend didn't want to meet you.
Well, that's what he said. He said like, oh, my girlfriend doesn't want to meet you. She doesn't think this is real, blah, 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 but I'll meet you alone. Now, this leaves two things. Either he was alone all along, which is could have happened. The other thing is the girl really doesn't believe it, so she's not even willing to go that far to see it. We would have gone. We said we will only go
we're totally cool.
if you two are together. If not, no. But like, I'm not going out on dates with a guy alone, or we're not going alone with a guy alone, because often, like, this will happen. So this has been an interesting path. It's like, oh, you're too famous for normal apps, but not famous enough to be Taylor Swift and have problems with paparazzi and too many friends that want you for your money. So it's like kind of this in between, which has been fascinating for me. So if ever you see me on one of these apps, there's a chance it's me. There's a chance it's someone who stole my pictures, because a lot of girls, the Asian girls, they look like content creator, and I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm also a content creator. Let's do stuff together. When we like arranged to meet, their dog is sick. They're probably still in Korea. So it's like fake phishing accounts to get money from guys. Yeah, you remember that one?
Yeah, and my Pomeranian
is sick at the hotel, like right now. What? We just said we were going to go out for a coffee. So, I mean, I understand that there's some beautiful pictures out there on these sites that are fake, that people use to do other things. But, I mean, take a chance. I don't know. Take a chance on me. Yeah, that thing.
You can always make a video call.
Yes, you can always do that. You can always, like, verify proof. Like, when I wrote his name and, like, we did that. I mean, that's cool. I understand that if you know me from Piper Blush, you're like, well, what's she doing here? I'm just trying to make friends like everybody else in this weird world.
It's because we didn't have much friend because we were working a lot. To be
we
honest.
work a lot.
Yeah. And now this year we decided like it's time to be social.
Yes.
After 10 years.
So if you are a content creator in downtown Vancouver, make sure that you send me an email. You can do so at like biz@piperblush.com or mdelacroix, like m@mdelacroix.com, whatever. I have
Go
many
to
emails out there.
happysubmissive.com.
Yeah, join.
We're always there. Join happysubmissive.com.
And then put something in the circle and we'll meet up for a cocktail. That's fine. I love to do that. We need more friends, right, Master?
We totally do.
Okay, Gossip Girl is over. Drop your questions because we will answer them, and also we will talk about what makes a submissive woman happy.
It's time to gossip.
Okay, it's over.
That was fast.
That was fast.
Okay. So, what makes a submissive woman happy? Now, again, since the word submissive or submission has so many meanings, there's the BDSM one. Then there's the, just like submission in any type of hierarchical situation, meaning like, oh, there has to be someone that's below the other, depending on your skills, on your money, whatever, like these authority, values, all these things. And, then there's, female. There's like strengths, right? So if you're a woman, well, he's not as strong as a man. Yeah, that's just like that. So I wanted to kind of divide these three, and go over them so that, well, it's kind of more clear, because this morning I got a message on my Instagram from a girl, real girl, because I checked this, her Instagram is real girl. And she's from, was it, it's not Germany, maybe Germany. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I need to check. No, Holland. She's from Holland. Yeah. And she said she wanted to buy the paperback book of Why Submissive Women Are Happier, but I told her, like, it's not available yet, still working on it. So she said, okay, no problem, I'll wait. And I told her to join the newsletter, and I will tell her when it's ready. But then we just exchanged a few, like, more things, and she said that she really enjoyed, the podcast, like myself, out there in the world, and that it really has, like, helped her find her submissiveness in that way. Now, she did not go over if that was BDSM-ish or not, but it just means that, you know, when you start talking about something, people start questioning things, and that just opens up the conversation to what really is submission. And it doesn't necessarily mean being handcuffed at a bed. There's other ways.
There's other ways to handcuff you.
Yes, but for those of you who like that, let's start with that one. So, the BDSM submission. I mean, a lot of women who go into like BDSM submission for a scene, play, or something like that, they're often looking to kind of not do anything, right? They're looking for somebody to take control and to make them orgasm a whole bunch of times. This kind of that. This
12 times.
12 times. So, magic number. There's that type. There's the like pleasure dom, that type. Of course, there are the more extremes, let's say. If you're a masochist, then, well, you might need pain to experience pleasure. And that will allow you that in that way. Again, that's BDSM style. Then there's those who just don't like to question things, right? So they get pleasure from just relief and not thinking too much. So being tied up or being like having this sense of safety and being able to abandon themselves and not think of like, oh, how did I leave the dishes in the sink or stuff like that. Well, that relieves some women from this type of thinking, making them enjoy sex more in that way. So I feel like to be a happy submissive in a BDSM relationship or a BDSM like scene of sex, then it's more about that. It's more about like giving up control and testing your boundaries and limits and wanting for somebody else to just do the things for you and make you come. Master?
That's it.
That's it.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you. If you have anything else to add, don't be shy, please. We aren't here. Some guy wants us to visit Australia. I just saw a documentary on Australia. I don't think I'm ready to go there. I think you have to be born there to actually survive in Australia. I don't think I would make it that long. I mean, don't leave your boots out when it rains or else the spider goes in it, and that's the spider that can paralyze you. Don't go in the water. Well, you can go in the water, but there might be jellyfish. There might be a shark. You might step on a fish that kills you. I mean, I'm good in Canada. We got bears here. It's fine.
It was scary, the documentary.
It was scary.
It was scary.
Yeah, let's just stay here for now. I'm not saying never gonna go, but
You
if I
come,
go,
okay? You come.
you come to Canada.
Canada is safe.
Canada is mostly habitable, I guess, most of it. Not like, well, whatever. So, the other submissiveness that I want to talk about is the submission in a more mentor-teacher-guide relationship. So that would be a bit like similar. So Master and I have most of these three things that I'm going to talk about. Like, it's very holistic, our relationship. But some people divide them, and that's their thing. So it would be that you're a submissive or you're submitting consciously to get something. And getting something means growth in that way. So you want to grow. That could be personal empowerment. That could be also like growing in your skills or in your knowledge in a job or something like that. Meaning that if you are a subordinate in a job, right? Well, you have somebody on top of you, and then you're submitting to them in the way that they're your boss. So you don't decide when you come to work. They decide for you. But that also allows you to be able to flourish better because the structure's already there. So you just do the things in that structure, sometimes a little bit more if you can, and while you grow. And so that's another part that we often is, I feel, forgotten about submission. And it's the fact that, there's not just submission in sex. There's submission to obtain something. There's submission in corporate jobs. There's submission in schools. I mean, there's submissions pretty much everywhere.
And the same thing when you register to ChatGPT again. You submit to ChatGPT rules.
Their terms and conditions, their privacy policies. You give your data freely. I mean, you're doing all these things. Some would say it's not conscious because you don't read all of them, and I agree with that. But if you do it consciously to get something in exchange, then I feel that is conscious submission, and that is what I prone. And then for female submission, so the fact that women, to explore their femininity, their female nature, and to be able to like embrace all of it, they kind of need to have this space where a man leads and where they can explore their femininity in kind of with a safety net. I call it like sanctuary instead of like a cage. So by doing so, the girls or females, well, they can be more sensitive. They can be more nurturing. They can take more time to discover themselves in that way because a man is leading for everything else in their lives. And that allows them to be more womanly. Because like I was saying earlier, some women are scared of being too women because they're scared that something bad will happen to them or that men would just literally just want to have sex with them or all these other things that could be seen as bad make some women like hide their femininity, right? And you don't want that. You want a society to be based on femininity, sensuality, and for all women to be muses out there. So those are the three things that I think make submissive women happy, but they're very different, right? So I want you to leave me your comments on happysubmissive.com and tell me, well, if you would add another one to this, are there more that we didn't cover? And also, well, do you feel that one of them is closer to you in that sense? I'd be happy to know. And then for the comments on YouTube, well, have you watched Gerald's Game? Yeah, totally. Gerald's Game is...
What was that?
Gerald's Game is the movie from Stephen King. So a guy and a married couple, they go in a cabin and he wants to get frisky and all that. So he ties her up. But he gets an heart attack and he dies.
Okay, I remember. I read that book.
You read that
but
one?
It was not that title. I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't Gerald's Game. I don't know.
I don't know. I read it in French anyway, so.
So he ties her to the bed. He dies of a heart attack. She's literally handcuffed to the bed. And she can't do anything.
That
she
was
has
an amazing movie.
It's really scary. There's like a dog at one point, there's a guy, and then there's a trial at the end. It's really like, this is so mental, right? By Stephen King, so yeah, it's great. Thank you. Okay, I like this time. Do you do the podcast because I can watch it live? Yes, a lot of people have said that this is a great time to do the podcast. So now the podcast Happy Submissive is on Tuesdays. Yes, at 12 p.m. Pacific time. If you don't know when that is, don't worry. Just go on the Happy Submissive. No, don't go there. Just go on YouTube at Piper Blush, and well, you can subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when we put it up so that you can just get a notification when the podcast is up. If you miss it, don't worry. You can go to happysubmissive.com. Join, it's completely free, and you are able to interact with people in the chat or just lurk if that's your thing. We're working on new features and many awesome things. You get a chapter of the book free. You also get some resources, but also you get to chat with Lily, our uncensored AI chatbot.
And I need more input because I need to, get to talk to Lily and, arrange some things together. So I need your input if she's fine, because I don't know. She's fine with me.
She's fine with us, but yeah, until we get more, we can't tweak her.
Also, for those who are supporting the podcast, we have also an image generator, a non-censored image generator.
Yes.
It's there for you to play with. It's not a big model, so don't expect too much. But if you go to the circle on happysubmissive.com, there's got some weird.
Some people shared the pictures that they got, and some of them are pretty crazy. It's worth the look. It's worth the look if you're.
Take it as old days Playboy.
Oh.
Don't go wild. Don't put your fantasy there. It's not gonna be.
It's too complicated.
It's too complicated, but she can do naked.
Perfect.
Don't ask Lily. Lily cannot draw.
No, Lily is only the talking one, and then we have the uncensored AI image generator. That's the visual one. For those who prefer visuals. All right. I'm Marianne Delacroix, also infamously known all over the internet as Piper Blush. I was with my co-host and husband and master.
That's me.
And you can listen to the Happy Submissive podcast wherever you get your podcasts.
They say kneel down and you'll find peace. In chains of gold, you're released. A pretty smile, a silent song. Is this where we are?